Alright everybody, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to use this Tiki Toki timeline maker. So first, of course, go to the web link tiki-taki.com, then you're going to click on sign up for free. Once you do that, you'll put in your username. You do need to make sure it's something that is school appropriate because the name pops up when the timeline is presented or shown. So please, if you've already created a username, create a new account, and make sure it's somewhere close to your name. So, example, R. Jacoby. I would know that's me. If that's already taken, add today or add this year. Okay, for our class, use this type of username. Password and email, completely up to you. If you want to use your school email, you can. Personal email, your choice. Age, of course, put your age. Class code, there is no class code because we are using the free version. Of course, before you agree to anything, read it, and then if you agree, go ahead and click the checkbox and then sign up for free. I've already created an account, so let me get signed in real quick. I really like this tool because it is completely accessible and done online. So that can be a downturn or downfall for some people, but I like it because it saves your work automatically. So yours would just not have this piece here. You're going to create a new timeline. You'll put your title here. For ours, you probably want to just put space exploration timeline, just to make it easier. As for your start date, it depends on your first event. If you were planning on using the speech we've been using, that's totally fine. So you would just put the number first and then the abbreviation of the month, why it's all over the place, and then the year, 1962. As for the end date, I recommend just putting today's date or later down the road, so that way you can use anything. Like, let's say something random started up last week, you have it. As for introduction, just put by and then your name, just as just another thing, and your full name. So you put first and last name. By Reed Jacob, that's me. Okay. As for the about, it's up to you if you want to put something in there. You don't need to. All of this stuff you can mess around with, but it's really not that important. Background color, highlight color, up to you as well. Create a new timeline once you've got all that stuff figured out. Once you do that, it'll bring you to here. Space exploration timeline, and as you can see at the top, it said by R. Jacoby. That is my username. So if your username is inappropriate, I suggest creating a new account and having one that is. Sorry about the bell, everybody. So as you can see, I already started it. So I'm going to show you exactly how to get this going. So honestly, I'll go and just delete this one just so we can start fresh. Okay, now that we're going to be starting fresh, first thing you need to know is the stories are each event. So in the timeline, they call an event a story. So first things first, of course, create a new story. If you're using the speech, then you want to be paying close attention. So I'm going to title it John F. Kennedy Address at Rice University on the Space Effort. Okay, I have my date because I had it preset. That was my first date to put in. Here, intro. This is where you would provide our assignment 2 to 3 sentences where you describe the event, fun facts like how much it costs, maybe how long it took to create this, if it's a spaceship or whatever the case may be. How long did it take? Just some information, some descriptions about the event or discovery, etc. Here, you will also need to put in image source and event source. So you will be filling those in with the URLs that you use for your image and the information that you gain from these events. So again, you have to make sure you give credit to where you access your information. It is technically plagiarizing if you just do not include a source, because then that would assume, I'd have to assume that you're trying to just say this is your original ideas. So We're going to leave that part blank for the time being, but this is where you'd put in those descriptions and sources. From here, you'll simply just click save. So now I've got my description. I need to, of course, add in my images now. So I need to go over from basic info to media and then add new media. And what's great is it makes it very, very simple. So I need an image for the JFK address at Rice University. So I'm going to just do a quick Google search and I found an image I liked. So it is important to know that there are two different links you have to know about. So to include an image in your timeline, find an image you want. Okay, so like I said, I'm just going to pick this one. Right click the image. The one you need to worry about first is the image address. Copy image address. That's what you want to click on. Once you've done that, go back to your timeline, paste that link into it, and then click the magnifying glass. So depending on the image, it might ask you if you want to position it however you want. I like it there, so I'm going to go and leave it like that. And then click on save. Once you've done that, you go back to basic info, and you would think that this is now the link you're going to put. However, that is not the case. So you want to go back to your image, and now instead of copying image address, you want to copy the link address because that's the actual website. So I'll show you. You go open link in new tab, and then copy link address. I'm going to paste that address into a new tab. So as you can see, copying the link address and creating it in a new tab is the same exact link. So it's your choice of how you'd want to do that. Whether you open a link in the new tab and then copy that link or just copy link address. You're going to go back to your timeline, and now next to image source, just paste that link. Okay, and then since this one, we're using it in class, just put in class speech. Done deal. Save, and now your first event is done. So let's check it out. I've got my title, I've got my image, I've got my descriptions, 2 to 3 sentences, and then my image source followed by my event source. And that's it. And once you want to add a new story, all you have to, if you want to get rid of all this information, just hit this little arrow here and then create a new story and start all over again. So once you have your 10 events, your descriptions, your images, your sources, etc., you followed the rubric, you follow everything on the assignment, you're ready to turn it in, it's very simple. So you do not even have to worry about any of these buttons here. All you need to do is click up here, copy this link, and then you would paste it into the assignment. So as you can see, I'm currently logged in by giving me the option to log out. So I'm going to go and log out. And it's going to bring me to the timeline as if I'm a new user or no one with an account. So I'll even go to a fresh tab. I'm going to paste that URL that I had at the top. Hit enter. And now I am at the timeline as if I'm just a random person. I can view it, and I'm not even signed in. So it's very important you know that because this link is how I will see your timeline if you decide to use this tool. And that's it. Fairly simple. Okay, so if you have any questions, you know where to reach me. I wish you the best of luck, everybody, and take care.